In California, an arrest for possession of drugs can have serious consequences. Depending on the amount of drugs that you have and also what you have with those drugs, such as large amounts of cash or a gun, can change this from a misdemeanor to a felony and can result in large amounts of jail time. Since the passage of Prop 47, the possession of drugs in California is generally filed as a misdemeanor in most cases. However, there can be long-term consequences, such as jail time, and the conviction itself is a huge punishment. Once you have been convicted of drug possession, that becomes a public record, can result in job loss, and will follow you around forever, making it very difficult for you to get employment at most places. Oftentimes, you can be charged for possession of drugs that weren't yours. This is where you need a good attorney. If you possess those drugs, they are going to prosecute you. However, if they are in a car that you happen to be a passenger in, there are several defenses to this, and a good attorney will help you to beat your case or reduce this to a non-drug offense. Generally, the difference between a felony and misdemeanor drug charge is the amount of drugs that you are possessing. Also, other possessions with that drug can affect that. So if you have a large amount of drugs and a gun, that further increases the charges and penalties against you. If you have large amounts of cash with that drugs, that can also further affect the penalties against you and will make your felony case much worse. If you're found to be in possession of drugs and are being arrested, should you speak to the police? The answer is no, absolutely not. You have a Fifth Amendment right to not incriminate yourself, and anything that you say will be used against you and will make your case worse. Trying to explain that these aren't your drugs will only make things worse. You do have to cooperate with the police and give them your name, your identification. However, after that, you can explain to the police that you will only speak to them with an attorney present and you wish to exercise your Fifth Amendment right. If you've been arrested for drug possession, call the law offices of Earl Carter and Associates, and we will fight for you.